If you don't know, the theme of today's call is called The Final Grind. We're almost there. This is a big week for us. Probably by Friday, we'll have all the connecting parts up and running in the system. So everything's moving along exactly like we planned. So by the end of this week, all systems will be live and they should be ready to be tested. We'll probably go into about 2 or 3 days of testing, and then we're ready to go. There's no testing, just so you understand, on the tech. It's not we're testing technology like apps and all that stuff. That's already been tested. That's all good. The testing is on the flows, from the sign-up process through all of the credentials that have to be inputted, the information, getting approvals, all of that kind of information. Just want to make sure the flow is correct and we don't have any issues. Hey, Chris, how you doing, buddy? Koyat, how you doing, man? Got favorite guys on with me. So everything has really come along great. So by Friday, we should be really on the road to getting up and running. But so far, all the stuff that we've been working through the last couple, 3 or 4 days, everything looks great. So there's no real issues. So once we go into test mode, we'll go for a couple, 2, 3 days maybe. And then once that's completed, then we'll submit the apps to the Apple Store and the iOS, Android. So we'll get both those submitted. That takes a day or two. Once we get down the road and we got the connectivity and everything's working on Friday or Saturday, Sunday, whatever, we see the final stuff. Then we'll start releasing marketing materials and all that kind of information. We have not sent out any marketing materials by design because I don't want to send out marketing materials and I know it's going to happen. We're going to get a lot of questions. And I just don't want to be in that mode answering questions there before we're really up and running. This is a very self-explanatory marketing program. It's very, very easy to understand and articulate. We do have some videos we've already made, so we'll be publishing those. If you haven't been on the website, go to Triprides, rides.com, or you can go to Triprides, Trip.app, or Triprides.net, and you can get to the same place. It's all going to be one centrally located website with different URLs to get to it. Just make it easy for the transition. But yeah, everything's coming along really good there. Like I said, the marketing materials we'll send out probably next week once we're up and running. And then we got a whole strategy we're working through this week on how to launch, obviously, Houston, Atlanta, and Miami, Fort Lauderdale, to get those 3 markets up and running. So got our hands full. We're finally getting it operational, which really, really turns me on. I really like doing this kind of stuff more than building, because building is just a function of, a lot of labor. It's not the fun part of the business, which we're going to get to now, which is rolling this out. So it's taken us about 90 days to get where we are from the time we decided to move forward with what we're doing and then get here. So I think relatively it's been quick, not quick enough for everybody, obviously, but we're almost there. So I just want to make sure you're all aware of what's going on. Spread the word to everybody. If they're not on this YouTube, get everybody getting on this YouTube so they start getting proper information. I will be back on this channel on Friday to give you an update exactly where we are, but everything looks good for Friday. That will be complete with all the technology, build out, connectivity, all of it. And you're going to be amazed when you see the complexity of what's been built, particularly in the driver back office. Some of you've seen the schematic of it, but it's very, very sophisticated. You'll have your e-wallet there. You'll have all the information, whether you want to update your profile, your stock, stock options, all of that information, plus all the documentation for all the things you're going to be doing as a driver, being your back office, and also your commission runs and all that real time. Everything's real time in the office back there. The only thing that's not real time will be the monthly people that are either the top drivers for different categories. Those will be done once a month, but everything else is real time in the office. So I guess that's about it. I just want to make sure that you guys are fully engaged. Keep pushing now. We're down to the last 5 feet. And like I say in life, man, it's always the last 5 feet is where the magic happens. And it's hard for people to understand, but it's always the toughest. That's why I put down as the final grind this week. It is always the toughest, the last 5 feet, but we're almost there. So by Friday, we'll have crossed the goal line, and it'll be the beginning, not the end. So it'll be the beginning of building the company together. So with that, I just want to thank all you guys. Appreciate all your patience. Let's spread the word, get this thing amped up. We'll be putting out some more information later in the week when you see all the moving parts, you're going to be pretty impressed. So with that, everybody have a good afternoon. Appreciate you jumping on board. My guys there, Koyad, Chris, who else is on there? Oh, Lloyd, how you doing, buddy? So with that, I'm going to jump off. Thanks. Okay.